Good morning, mate. How's it going? Tuesday. You getting after it today? Did you stack up the wins yesterday? And do you know what? If you didn't, it don't matter. Because today's a new day. And check this out. Look at this view. Just got the start of the sunrise. Reservoirs, well, pretty empty, innit? Let's be honest, quite sad. Even with all the rain that we had the other day, biblical rain. Anyways, we got some news today. Fabrizio Romano says that United are thinking about going in for a midfielder come January. Now, whether that is a big signing, and immediately everyone thinks Wharton, Baleba, both. Probably not both, right? He says that it's obviously difficult to do in January, but they're going to try. So yeah, you got Wharton, you got Baleba, probably the top of our list. Maybe Stiller. I guess it depends how the season goes, doesn't it, before you can attract someone. I would also say the complication of signing for United in January. What would the state of the team be come January? What is the state of play come January? Are you coming in because someone's injured? When they return from injury, you're getting bombed out of the team. Where do we sit? Do you know what I mean? If United are flying, maybe we're having a bit of a deep run. I mean, you won't know this by January, but you end up having a deep run in the FA Cup. You're pushing strong for top four. The mood, the energy about the place is good. Sesko's got like 9-10 goals by then. It's a very different energy to maybe what we've seen in the last 5 or 6 months, isn't it? And probably one that would make you want to come. You got to think a lot of players, maybe not all players, the likes of Baleba and that, probably not too much of a consideration, but the likes of Stiller, where you play for a national team where there's going to be competition where you're not guaranteed to be going to the World Cup, but you would like to go to the World Cup, and you're starting at Stuttgart, you think that's a little bit more of a genuine, very real consideration. Do I move to Manchester United and potentially enhance my chances of going to the World Cup? Do I potentially decrease my chances of going to the World Cup? Very, very real consideration. And I got a lot of thoughts about that World Cup next year, man. We are hoping to be there. I think we are waiting for FIFA to let us know where the legends are going to be, and then hopefully myself, Rio and Joel will be on site. Hopefully get to go to some games. I was pretty impressed last World Cup, which feels so... At the same time it feels so long ago, it also feels like 5 seconds ago. How mad's that? There's a lot happened since then. Since December 2022. A lot happened since then. But I got to go to every round except the final. So I feel pretty lucky I got the chance to do that. I had a great time. Now, I do not think the American World Cup will be anything like this. I think it'll be over-commercialised. I think one of the great things, we even saw this in Germany a little bit in the Euros. Because there wasn't Berlin aside, Berlin felt like there was a tournament on. It was busy. There was a lot of branding around things that let you know that there was a tournament on. Take New York, for example. Think how many shows, concerts, think how many professional sports teams play in New York. A World Cup group game. I know the final's there. Well, technically it's not, it's in New Jersey, but I know the World Cup final's there. But you ain't going to touch the sides. You don't know when the Brooklyn Nets are in town. It doesn't ripple through the city. Like Manchester Derby this weekend. If you're in town Saturday, Sunday, you know there's something going on. There's an energy to the place. There's a busyness to the place. Sunday especially, there'll be fucking shirts all over the place. Blue ones, mine, because Generally, United fans don't wear shirts. Generally, United away fans don't wear shirts. Certainly not when you go into the Etihad. Generally, there'll still be some. But do you know what I mean? When United are at home, see fucking tens of thousands of United shirts. You could come in, not know anything about football, soccer, and realise something was going off. I think you could base yourself in the same city that every single one of these World Cup matches is. Like Los Angeles, was it 30 million people? How are you going to have a pot of glue? Anything is happening in that city unless it's happening where you are. And that's what I think Qatar really got right. It was in one city. Almost a bit like an Olympics, where the Olympics isn't a nation hosting it. It's a city hosting it. So yes, even though some things will get moved, like when the London Olympics happened, some things happened in Manchester, some things happened in Birmingham. But by and large, it was London, wasn't it? And you knew things were going off in and around London. It felt like the Olympics was on. Doha, because it's like essentially, I don't even know if it might even be the only city in Qatar. Obviously, it's a small nation. But the fact that all of the stadiums, basically it's like Greater Manchester hosted the World Cup. And yes, there might be some games in Salford, there might be some games at the Etihad, there might be some in Ashton, there might be some at Old Trafford. But you always kept coming back to the city centre. And then maybe your hotel was Salford Quays, maybe your hotel was Northern Quarter. But you could feel it. You could feel that the World Cup was on. I don't think you have a fucking clue that's going to be the case with America. It's too vast. Not only is it too vast, it's across 3 countries. We've got Canada, America, and Mexico. Now, my vote was that we base ourselves in Cancun and we wear Hawaiian shirts and we all look like Quagmire and we just base ourselves there for the entire month. Not sure my suggestion has been listened to with the adequate gravitas that it required. 'Cause let's be honest, that's the fucking content you're here to see. But yeah, so World Cup. I was talking about World Cup. Oh yeah, Stiller. See, you think these are fucking scripted? Behave yourself. So the other angle, he mentions Conor Gallagher. The other angle might be to bring in somebody on loan. Now, we've obviously got dead good at loaning players out. We ain't really got dead good at loaning players in. Now, over the last few years, we've brought in the likes of Amrabat, Sabitzer. I feel like there's a couple more that we've brought in on loan. So we obviously know how to do it. We found that, that paperwork in someone's drawer somewhere. We do actually understand how to make a loan. We just don't do it very effectively, do we? But yeah. So that's a bit of legit news there from old Fabrizio, here we go, Romano. An extra midfielder. Now, I have got a video coming out mañana, which is exploring whether or not Mazraoui can play in the 6. There's some considerations to be had about that. Won't give the game away, no spoiler alert. Did a video yesterday looking at the difference between Glasner and Amorim's system. Quite broad, quite easy to understand, I think. It's a long one, but I think it's a pretty good one, if I do say so myself. Go check it out if you've not already. We also had a loan watch go out yesterday. The plan for today is... What is the plan for today? We had to move something from yesterday to today. Oh, Wibble Watch. Yeah, right to reply. That's coming out mid-afternoon, probably about 12. So you got this coming out this morning. Bit of Wibble coming out around midday. And then myself and Ronnie should be live around 4 PM with XG files. Busy old pack day. And then, as we know, Wednesday, we've already got the Mazraoui one in the can. There is another one. What is the other one? I've already recorded another one. I can't remember what it is. That's probably going to be the 3rd video coming out on Wednesday. And then obviously we will see how it all pans out today. I was knackered me last night. Tried to have an early night. Didn't end up sleeping till gone 11:30. So a little bit behind on my sleep today. But you know the rules. We do it anyway. Tired. We're doing it anyway. Scored the lucky weather. Because there has been some biblical rain. And I am going to have to get like a little umbrella or something for this. Or maybe buy a backup one in case this one just dies from the rain. So I've no idea how waterproof this thing is. I've ordered a little light off Amazon. It clips on the back of it. So hopefully we'll actually get some good light. I did bring the mics home. I forgot them this morning. We're getting there. It's a process, isn't it? On Sunday, started a Telegram group for everybody in Patreon. About a quarter or so of the patrons have actually joined it, so I guess if you are a patron, you haven't joined it, check your email for the link. Didn't know what I expected, to be honest. It's a lot more of a interactive version of this. It looks like a significant portion of the group, or maybe the vocal minority, I'm not sure. I guess we'll find out. Time will tell us. Looked like they got a lot outdoors yesterday. So, building a little bit of a community, and I'm very happy with that. And if you want to say good morning, good morning. I'll try to reply back to everyone that says good morning. If you'd like a little bit of community support, then come check out Patreon and come dive in and get in that Telegram group, because it impressed me that yesterday. It's building into a nice little community. I dropped in some details about what the plan is for IRL Fest. Ideally, what the prices range is going to be. We've got one sticking point at the moment, which is trying to get hold of some custom merch. Janine wants Yeti for the custom merch. Yeti has got some spicy minimums. It's also got quite a spicy price attached to it, but I'd rather give you something that's a little bit more high-end and custom than just some fucking nonsense off Temu. But we've got plenty of time. It's going to be the 29th and 30th of May, I think it is. So we've got plenty of time for it. But we're hoping to get it maybe out within the month or so. Just need to finish off my website, somewhere we can host the link. I could probably do it through ManyChat, I reckon, couldn't I? But yeah, if you're interested in a bit of community, a bit of behind the scenes, want to get involved in that Telegram group, get a little bit of help stacking the wins, that's what we're all doing in that group. Link in the description. Patreon. Bit of an update on the podcast front. Gone from having no guests booked in this week to 2 booked in this week. 2 totally different stories I'm very much looking forward to. One guy that I used to play rugby with, who's become an actor and starred in something with Tom Hardy. He's on Friday. Looking forward to that one. Not seen him for a long time. And I've also booked in a kid. And I've booked in a kid for a couple of reasons. I don't think it'll be an hour and a half. Probably be like a 25-30 minute podcast, but I'm not bothered because I'm trying to improve as an interviewer. And how would I improve as an interviewer if I don't go out of my comfort zone and interview people that I don't naturally, couldn't naturally just sort of hang out with. So there's a kid that's he's done base camp Everest. He's climbed all 214 Wainwrights. He's a fucking primary school kid. He's a mountaineer. So questions aren't perhaps going to be as hard hitting or talking about suicide and being blown up in combat like some of the podcast ones have been so far. But still a young man, getting after it, being resilient, getting in nature. So I'm sure it'll be a good little podcast. Obviously, we've had to book him in for half term because, well, he's at fucking school for one. But yeah, so started to get the bookings in. some mega guests lined up, some mega podcasts lined up. If you've not, go check them out. There's clips coming out near enough every single day, and then every single Thursday we drop a main episode. This week's episode is Jay Motti. You might have heard of him. Obviously Jay's one of my mates, but I thought there's been a big topic around sobriety at the moment. Now, I'm not drinking. I had the opportunity to drink at weekend when we went to the summer fair, and I said, you know what, no. So last time I drank was Dublin. I guess I'm about a week away from that being a month ago or something. I don't know when I'm going to drink again. I think I'm probably not going to drink until at least after the high rocks that I'm doing. And then I don't know. I'm certainly not someone who says never drinking again after a hangover. I've never said that, because I think words matter, and I want to say what I mean and mean what I say. So I've never said that because I always think I will drink again. But sobriety has come up nearly constantly on the podcast as I've been doing it. And I thought, well, do you know what? Let's talk to Jay about it, because we broadly know Jay's story, but there's levels to it. So I think you'll enjoy that one. That comes out on Thursday, probably around lunchtime. So look forward to that. See how deep and dark it got for Jay before he made the changes that he made. I think you'll be surprised. But it's a great episode. You might get to know Jay a little bit better too. But yeah, man, we're out here just about to bag a sunrise. I've got to figure out what the correct time to post these is. Some times seem to be working better than others. Maybe it's the topic, I don't know. It's a new video and a new segment, so it'll be different each day. But check this out, I've just got the peak of a sun popping up over the back of them trees over there. Look at that. Almost sunrise. We can't be far off it, to be fair. No. I probably would have already been sunrise if it wasn't for the hills, I guess. So, a couple of minutes away maybe from sunrise. Bit of a pain in the arse uploading these ones. Signal goes from being pretty good to absolutely non-existent. Can't even get a text out on this trail. But yeah, we're out here getting it done. Let me know what you're doing today. Or come and join a Telegram group and we can have a discussion about it. It was really good yesterday. People shared all sorts of stuff. A lot of dogs. A couple of truckers. Loads of people bagging it. A couple of people getting out on bikes and stuff. Honestly, it's fucking mint. So glad I did it. So glad I did it. And obviously, if you want first dibs on IRL Fest. Oh yeah, I was going to tell you what was going on with that, didn't I? So, the broad plan so far, and the small details might change once we put out all the bump. Once it's all agreed and that, we'll finalise what you're getting and stuff. But there will be some survival stuff. Not with me. It's a Royal Marine Mountain leader that's going to come and do some survival stuff. Probably a bit of fire building, shelter building. We will have 2 barbecues, one Friday night, one Saturday night. You will get breakfast Saturday morning, Sunday morning. You will have a packed lunch sandwich sort of affair on the Saturday afternoon. We do a guided hike of Mam Tor. We have got a private tour of an old mine. We were going to do a live podcast, but Janine thinks it would be better if we did a bit of a campfire quiz, so almost reminiscent of the old rundown. We do a bit of a campfire quiz in teams of 5 or 6, sit around and force everyone to talk to each other a little bit. And 2 nights of camping included at a real nice campsite actually. I stayed there last year. It's a great spot. So that's what we're thinking. If you want to know more about that, jump in the Patreon. be first to go. We are expecting, and again, this is another thing that we've just got to finalise as well, because it depends on the campsite, depends on the minimum orders for stuff, but we're expecting about 50 in terms of the tickets. It might be 45 because obviously we've got to have staff to staff it, and we might only be able to have 50 max on our campsite booking. So looking at the number of people that have already said they're interested, they're going to go with an absolute quickness when we drop them. So if you're interested, all I'll say is, if you ain't first, you're last. But I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, it's going to be the 29th, I think it's the 29th and 30th of May, which is the last weekend in May 2026. And I'll get that weekend done, and then I'll jet off to America for the World Cup. Summer will be a blink of an eye. Can't believe we're already planning stuff for May next year. Feels like it's absolutely sliding away. And speaking of slide away, Oasis are due to play Nebworth at some point next year, and I don't know, let me know who I need to fucking kill to get one of them tickets. I'm there for you. Right, Tuesday's little morning briefing done, in the can. If you had a good day yesterday, good, stack it with a good day today. If you had a bad day yesterday, well, start again today. Steady pressure, man. That's all you got to do, steady pressure. Consistency beats intensity. You just got to plod along and you'll get there in the fucking end. You know the rules by now. You can go as slow as you want, but you're not allowed to stop. Cheers, man. If you want to support the channel, hit the Patreon. Otherwise, have a fucking good day, and I'll see you in a bit. Laters.